all you see on CNN is anti-Trump slogans and white supremacy. Beware of those good old conservative values and the faith in God. Lucky there's your God. Lucky there's two men who positively can do all the things that make us
effing cry.
We are the original.
The peanut gallery loves your singing, Dave.
We got a big crowd in the house tonight.
If only.
If only. Welcome everybody to the first episode of the evening Orange Med Podcast. Dave and Clint here with you.
What up?
What's going on, everybody? Got a big show for you tonight.
Big.
A lot to talk about.
Lots.
Joe fell down today. Did you hear?
First off, what? Yeah, I heard. I'm out working a second job, so I can afford things. This dude's having a nice 4-day weekend at his beach house riding a bike. But everything's going to be okay. He's changing lives.
Well, he's allowed to ride his bike.
Listen,
I just don't know that I would let him. I mean, that's kind of dangerous.
The country is falling apart around us, and he's out riding a bicycle going, I'm okay.
Well, when he fell, he wasn't riding.
I know, he stopped.
He stopped. He couldn't get his foot out of the little cage that your foot goes in.
Because he's a real biker.
And but real bikers use the clips. So all you got to do is twist your foot, it comes right out.
He's an old man. Listen.
He should not be riding a bike with the pedal holders.
The Joe-Bot fell over.
Does not compute.
That's right.
My short circuit. Lift my leg.
All right.
Well, so I wanted to share with you
we had some wild times in Canada with Trudeau. So here's a Winnipeg.
Yeah, the Winnipeg. What is he? What do they call them? The Mounties?
I don't know.
I'll save you now.
I think he's like the police chief. I think the Canadian Mounties is like the state country police. I don't even know. He's the lead guy for the Winnipeg, and he makes a lot of sense.
All right, let's give him a
the arguments of gun control.
Let's give him a quick listen. What do you say?
Let's do it. Listen up, everybody.
So the city council is calling for a national handgun ban. Could we just get your thoughts?
So the city council is calling for a national handgun ban, and she just wants his thoughts, and here they are.
Just his 2 cents.
I can tell you that the Canadian Association of Chiefs of Police have indicated that won't make any difference. When we seize handguns, the handguns are always, almost 100%, in the possession of people who have no legal right to possess them. They're almost always stolen or illegally obtained. I simply don't see, as a 27-year veteran, how adding another layer of law will make any difference anywhere in this country. When we stop somebody in this city, and police do this every single day, and they have a handgun, somehow saying that this jurisdiction, that Winnipeg is handgun free, and I'll use air quotes, is going to make it safer or easy for us is just nonsense. It won't make any difference whatsoever. There are handguns all over, they're all illegal, and they're in the hands of criminals. And that the people that legitimately own them, they're in safes and being taken to gun clubs. The two sections don't intersect. So if someone owns a gun legitimately and it's stolen and it's brought into Winnipeg, somebody saying, well, it's illegal to have that gun in Winnipeg, is just another layer of... And I guess it might make some people feel good, but it will not change the threat level one iota. People at the forefront of that just shrug their shoulders and go, I guess if it makes someone somewhere think that they're doing something, that's great. But that's not what's going to happen. It will not change one thing.
All right. Well, that makes complete sense.
Yeah, and that's kind of where what we're talking about. Like, it's not, or what we've been, the last couple of weeks with the stuff. Like, listen, all the laws are in place, but the criminals don't pay attention to the laws. So it doesn't matter what law you could have as many laws as you want. Clearly, this kid, the last couple of weeks that has happened, has passed the background checks between the Buffalo and everybody else. Listen, they're gonna get their hands, like you said, they want to cause damage, and mentally ill people are going to cause problems.
Right.
They'll get it one way or another.
Right.
They'll figure it out.
Listen, it's still illegal to carry an illegal gun.
Listen, it's illegal to buy drugs, and what yet? What are we doing? You know what I mean?
Well,
Like, you can go buy drugs wherever you
And we're
want.
giving them a safe place to do them.
In the same spots where you were buying your drugs, I'm sure you can go buy your guns. I'm sure there's a guy that's like, hey, do you know a guy, you know, if you're going to your crack dealer
Right.
or your heroin dealer, hey, man, I'm looking for a handgun. Sure. Hold on, homie. I got a guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, anything you want, you can get. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Making them illegal for the legal gun owners is really the goal here. But
Well, like he said,
they're not looking to stop crime.
Yeah.
They're looking to take away your gun rights. They're looking to shut down the Second Amendment. That's really what this is about.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's funny because we just keep everything we put up there. Every opinion, every truth just gets constantly ripped down. Half the shit you send me, I go to pop up on Instagram, it's fucking gone.
Yeah,
It's
that's
gone.
that's how it goes. But you know, freedom. It's because the snowflakes can't handle it, man. All they want to do is they'll come on your page and go, "Oh, "This is terrible," and then you make a good point, or you know, you try to have an argument, and then all of a sudden it's like, "I'm gonna report you."
Yeah, gone. Gone.
And I'm gonna get all my troll friends and snowflakes that are melting while I'm watching it. Listen, stuff gets deleted. I don't care. Stuff gets removed. I don't care. You know, it's annoying. Some stuff, you know, I've been deleted off of YouTube 3 times. Guess what? I just started another one. You know what I mean?
But I feel bad is that all these people, the ones you call the snowflakes, are the ones that are going to be the first to go when this government gets their way.
Well, they're going to get wrecked because they're the ones that think, listen to
This
me.
government's not supporting them.
Exactly. Exactly.
By
They're the
no
ones
way.
that, like, when everything falls into shit, and it's be like, well, I thought you were going to take care of me. Nah, you got to figure your shit out yourself.
No, you guys are
and they're not
useful
going to be
idiots.
prepared.
They might get locked up.
They're not going to be prepared. They're not the ones prepping and having food and growing gardens and figuring out their money. Yeah, some might. Some might have their shit together. I'll give you that. But there's a lot that are just like, ho hum, hee dee dee dee.
Yeah.
Just milling through their weeks, just, you know, trying to figure, you know, post nonsense or living off of the man because we like to support you. Well, when that shit ends, what are you going to do?
Well, the other thing these people don't understand is where do they think government gets its money?
I don't know.
Government doesn't make money.
Nah, I know.
Government takes money.
Well, they print money. They can make all the money they want.
Well, that's why we're in the position we are now.
I know.
That's why we have this inflation and the high gas prices.
It's
Well,
like
let me play. Go ahead.
well, I was going to say with the Ukraine thing, it was like, you know, just talking about money. Like, oh, you need here's $1 billion. All right,
Yeah.
thanks. Are we getting anything in return? Nah.
No,
Go ahead.
no, but somebody feels good about themselves.
Exactly, like that guy said. Nothing much happens, but you feel good.
All right, this is a congressional debate. I guess this is a congressman in Tennessee.
Nah, I think it's the Georgia guy.
It's a Georgia guy. I don't know who he is.
Go ahead,
Why
play it.
does it
I'll
say
tell you in a
for-
second.
You gonna tell me?
Oh, it is in Tennessee. Yeah,
All right,
District
well,
Tennessee.
well,
I thought it was, who is the? I thought I didn't recognize the guy.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just a different.
Well, we'll listen.
Representative Jones, are you open to any compromise gun control proposals being discussed by members of both parties in Washington right now, specifically so-called red flag laws or expanded background checks?
Well, let me say, first of all, America needs more God, not more gun control. You know, if we can send $40 billion to Ukraine, why can't we send money to our public schools to make them safe and protect our children? I went to Houston to the NRA meeting. I didn't bow or cave in to the liberals and the media like my opponent did. I went there and I stood tall with the NRA. Why? Because I support the Second Amendment. That's important. At the same time, I want to make sure that Joe Biden does not take away my God-given right because he thinks that is his right. Having a gun, protecting your family is important, and I will stand always with the Second Amendment.
Amen, brother.
Yo, silly, that says Congressional District 10.
Oh. Whatever, man.
Yeah, he's running in Georgia.
Okay.
Vernon Jones is running for. That's who that is.
Well, so what? You were.
Well, I had to read what you said. I was taking you.
I saw 10.
Yeah.
I thought it was an abbreviation. I guess.
Yeah,
okay.
for Tennessee. Well, it's TENN is Tennessee.
Whatever, man.
I got you. No, yeah, it was Vernon Jones, but like he said. Really? Is that what we're doing? But like he said, if we're sending all this money to Ukraine, why can't we use it to protect our schools? Why can't we use it here in situations like, get the schools let them afford the same. And there are some school districts that handle this themselves. But it's kind of like what we said. Well, the ones that are gun-free school zones and stuff like that, those are the ones that
Police can't even go in.
They're the soft target. So that whole thing's a mess. I saw like the Uvalde police chief's like, I didn't realize I was in charge. I thought this guy was in charge. And the guy over there was like, well, I thought he was in charge. And they were like, I thought he was in charge. Like, at what point does somebody go,
It's the scarecrow.
Yeah, exactly. I supersede all of you. We need to go in here and take a tactical stance. And they didn't. And I know they needed it. But, whatever. But you can't, you're not going to get rid of, kind of like what Vernon said there, it's our right. Whether you like it or not, it's the right. It's the way it was written. And it's not
To protect you from criminals only or go hunting.
it's government tyranny, which the founding fathers dealt with.
Right, exactly.
With
firsthand.
With an oppressive government called England that wanted to fight and take back the lands that we were fighting for, that we wanted to start our own country with. However you feel about it, that's the facts.
Thank you.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Pew pew.
So what do we name this one?
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. I have to come up with all the names.
All right, I'll name it. Not just what is
All
this
right,
what
give
we're
me some.
discussing on the thing here? We're just making up shit now.
This is what we're discussing.
We're chattering. What else you got?
That's all I got for that.
Oh, do you got
for that
the
subject?
The two things on?
Oh, well, let's just call it Vernon Jones, representative in Industrial District 10, C.
I don't know. I'm just I'm tired of the whole. I'm just tired of listening to it all. It's just. I mean, I took a break past couple days. I didn't listen to nothing, so I was kind of in the dark there. But
Yeah, sometimes you gotta do that. I usually take the weekends off of like social media posting and Instagram because my week is just pounding the narratives that, however you feel about them. Like, kind of like if you like what's going on in this country, I don't understand how. Like, between everything. I mean, we don't even know who's coming across this southern border.
well, I don't care.
I mean, we could be getting invaded. Like, we're thinking, like, well, nobody's going to invade us. But we don't even know. These guys could be meeting up in whatever state where there's a bunch of land. There's a lot more land than they try to tell you. And amassing an army. And then they're just going to invade outwards.
Wow.
But you never know.
Well, that's the best way to conquer countries from within.
I mean, the last couple of movies you see where it's like, Korea attacks or North Korea attacks 2 times. The White House and the newest Red Dawn. They show paratroopers flying in.
I saw that. Yeah, it was pretty good.
But you may not even need to do that anymore. You just ship all your equipment in from China on these container ships, and hopefully.
Well, you know how you bring down this country? You get control of the government.
Well, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. They got it.
And they got control of the government.
It's a bunch of dopes.
China's got control. Russia's got control.
And I got some thoughts about, we'll keep going alone here, but I mean,
I'm tired of this Ukraine thing. Every time I look, there's nothing going on. Then there's something going on.
I got people telling me there's so much going on, and everything I try to counter their narrative to is like, well, that's Russian propaganda. Well, how do I know it's not Ukrainian propaganda that you're trying to tell me?
Right.
Like,
well, I don't know.
I remember I was telling you a couple.
Is Russia this weak?
No, but I
They
remember
can't invade a country and take it over like that. They're
well, here, remember. Hey,
if they got no problem killing women and children and blowing up hospitals, how hard can it be?
Remember when my man said it's a bunch of malarkey about the bioweapons labs, and then the DoD comes out this weekend like, well, we do have 46 we have labs. They may not be bioweapons, but it's instructed through this, and this. Oh, okay, so now you're agreeing with that. So we're going to take... You lied to us to begin with, the Secretary of State, Blinken. He lied to us to begin...
Right.
He lied to us to begin with. And then it comes out and he's like, well, they're not really weapons labs. And then you have, this is the one that caught me, where the lady was telling me how Russian military men were, I told you about it, how they were raping elderly women in old age homes until their hips broke and they couldn't even put diapers on them. Well, then 2 weeks later, guess what?
What?
The lady that said that story lied. So when I posted the story about the story of the lady lying, she's like, well, that's Russian propaganda. All right, I'm not, stop texting me. Stop stop getting in my private messages going, well, this is like, well, I have people in Ukraine. They don't say that this is happening. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, Klitschko's the man. You know what I mean? Like, he was a great fighter and stuff like that, but now he's the mayor of Kiev and he's out there fighting. Like, oh my God, dude, what are we doing? And like you said, where is, I don't know. I seen a bunch of stuff where Russians are doing the right thing and taking advantage of the people that want to be a part of Russia. And the Ukrainian people that are fighting against Russia are the ones that don't want to let those people be a part of Russia. So I don't know. And honestly, I don't really care. We just need to stop sending our money there. And that's that. We'll call it that. Stop sending our money everywhere but here. There you go.
I guess there you go.
You guess what?
Thank you.
I guess that's it. I mean, I guess that's really the key here. I mean, are we going to do anything to help them? Really, honestly going to help them? I mean, are we going to go in and push Russia back or push Russia out? No, we're not going to do any of that.
Well, you can't.
We
can't.
We can. We won't.
Well, we can't because then it's an act of war. Which
well,
is, but
okay.
I don't. But that's what I'm saying. I don't.
That's not an act of war.
I don't think it's a step we need to be involved in because this is basically like what Russia's trying to do is what we do in Afghanistan. Well, or Iraq. You know what I mean? Like, well, we're gonna take this part of the country because this part wants to be separate from Saddam Hussein, so we're gonna do this. And then it's like, well, no, that's not what really was going on. Same thing with Afghanistan. Well, we want them to have democracy and get rid of the Taliban, and yet 20 years later, we just go, nah.
Nah.
Have it back.
Take our weapons.
Yeah, well, that too.
Yeah.
So I don't think we see enough from our news, and maybe everything else is propaganda. And like I just said, I don't really care either way. We should be keeping that money here, using it for the people that need it here.
I mean, they would never be able to spend it here.
Who?
The Democrats.
Well, there is
They don't want to fix nothing here.
The cycle. Well, no,
it doesn't need. For Biden to get out here and say it's the best economy in history.
We're changing lives.
And this spokesperson they got, she's a dolt.
Well, if it's not in her binder, she doesn't have an answer.
I mean, because and today or the other day, Biden's at the military giving a speech at the Naval Academy, and he's saying he was appointed to the Naval Academy in 1965.
Oh, yeah.
There's no record of that. He's just a fucking flat out liar.
Oh, he just makes shit up. It's the same thing when he said I met Rosie the Riveter. We had lunch.
And then they asked the spokesperson about it. Jacques Plant, whatever the hell her name is.
Well, she checks all the boxes. She's a woman.
And she's a black gay woman. Okay, got it.
She's black. She's gay. She has braids. And
she can't talk. She can't even think about.
She has three.
Jen Psaki was a master.
She has three. She has a
master
She
liar.
has three names. No, I know. Jen Psaki was good compared to this one. But
it's dope. I didn't see that part of the speech. It was the first 30 seconds, you dope. I didn't see it. What were you doing?
Well, listen, the fact
shaving your legs in the sink.
It's like Biden said before. Facts don't matter when it's them speaking. Facts matter when our side and the facts.
Yeah, we're the ones who don't care about the facts.
No, but that's the way they would have it.
I know that's how they portray us as we're
we do a lot of deep diving into certain things. Maybe we're just spouting off. I don't know.
Listen, the problem is you don't have to go deep.
No, you don't.
All you got to do is just look at what's happening to the everyday lives of the average American.
Look around. It's that easy.
That's all you got to do. It's nothing more, nothing less.
But it's the protected class that are telling us to lose our guns. It's the elite wealthy that are going, Just get an electric vehicle. Don't worry about the prices. Wages are up. You're doing great. Who the hell's telling you this information?
Right.
Who's doing great? Whatever. I'm doing good.
I could ask 100
I'm
people.
alive. I'm breathing.
I'm doing great as far as that goes.
I'm not happy with the direction of the country, but hey.
But listen, you got guys like me who are average at best, have a little bit of money that we've been trying to invest. It's gone.
Yeah.
That I can't retire now.
Well, people are getting. That's what I'm saying.
Unless
people are getting wrecked.
It's ridiculous. Unless Trump gets back in office, we're screwed.
I think it's up to 67 now. It was like 62 for the last 2 or 3 years, where people like retirement age. Now it's back up to 60. I mean, 65, but 67.
I'm gonna be working till I'm 79. I'll be 80, moving pencils around.
Welcome to Walmart.
It's like, come on, man. Come on, man. Got to sell everything I own to buy a refrigerator box.
I'm just gonna drive my
ridiculous
truck off a bridge and.
I'll just keep working harder. Don't get me wrong. I ain't complaining. I'm not a crybaby. But you're killing a lot of people.
Well, there's people
planned.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, there's people worse off than us that make less than us that are barely making it. I mean, the one good thing I'm happy is that school's out, so I don't have to buy lunches anymore. So I can.
That's good.
I can save 8 weeks. I can save on snacks. I can buy other goodies.
Okay, maybe you can invest it.
Wow,
invest it in the crashing stock market.
Yeah. What am I? I can't buy anything. That's what I mean. You don't even like. By the time I go to invest it, gas is going to be $9 a gallon. So it'd be like, well, I just wasted my money.
All right. Well, I'm going to go make myself a drink.
There you go.
You're going to go do something real quick.
Yeah, and then we'll come back.
We'll come back reloaded.
I'm going to crack a couple of frosty brewskis.
Are you?
Yeah, man. Let's do it. It's Saturday night. SATURDAY.
Night.
There you go. See? We got it.
Who sang that song?
Mamas and Papas?
No. Come on, man.
I just sang it?
The one you just sang.
I know. I just sang it.
No. The Bay City Rollers.
Ah, that's what it was. I knew it was...
Little shout out to the Bay City Rollers.
They roll around on roller skates?
Yes. No.
It was like... That was a roller skating song, wasn't it?
So. It was a 70s band.
Yeah, I know it was a 70s band. The Gay City Rollers?
Are you crazy?
For Pride Month?
What?
The Gay City Rollers for Pride?
Bay City Rollers. Bay. San Francisco.
Well, it might as well just be gay. Yeah, might as well.
San Fran. Might as well be gay.
Just as gay.
It's gay now. All right, everybody. We're going to get out of here. We'll catch you on the next episode. We got one coming right up, so don't go too far.
Listen, hit those First Warrior links for your Patriotic Apparel.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Hit that Redcon1 link with the discount code.
Thank you.
For 20% off. They also have a... Listen, I mean, you can... They just get your stuff anyway. They always have sales every weekend.
Okay.
You always get a shirt, free
It's
tub of
not
something.
true.
Spend $60 and you get a lot of free swag.
It's not true.
And they're a patriotic, Trump-supporting company.
There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, that one was hilarious. That was even funnier than your first joke.
All right, we got to get out of here.
Let's
everybody.
Hey, thanks for listening.
Okay, Orange Men out.
Thanks, everybody.